it's going to be hard to reverse those habits around. Imagine a cruise ship going down the, flowing in the middle of the ocean. It can't just do a quick 180.
It's gonna hit!
So first things first, guys, what you need to know is that no diet or 60-day fad or whatever current diet trend is the hot topic right now is going to keep you shredded or get you shredded. These 60-day diet trends and 90-day, weight loss fads, they don't work. I hate to break it to you, but they just don't work. Especially when you grind hard for 90 days and then, as soon as you hit your goal of getting, shredded, that you open the floodgates, the burgers, the pizzas, the hot dogs, the ice cream, the chocolate, it all floods back into your life. And within, probably 90 days since you got shredded, you're back to where you were at before. So avoid those kind of diets. You have to find a long-term sustainable diet plan that fits your goals, fits your lifestyle, and keeps you happy and healthy. So how do we do that? My number one suggestion is to focus on your daily habits. What do you eat every day? What do you eat for breakfast? What do you eat for lunch? And what do you eat for dinner? And what snacks do you eat? Do you snack on chips or do you snack on fruit? Do you have candy all the time or do you have some cottage cheese with protein as your snack? These are little things that are going to make a huge difference in whether or not you're staying shredded all year or even losing weight and getting to your goal physique. Now, the best way of doing that is to always have your meals prepped. Always be 3 or 4 days worth of food ready to go. So whenever you're hungry, you don't reach for some of the bad choices such as the Doritos, the chips, the candy, the chocolates. If you always have your chicken and rice, your lean ground beef and rice or yams, you're going to be much more likely to choose the healthy choice, which is going to help you stay shredded or get to your goal of getting shredded much, much faster. Another very important thing is to stay consistent with your meals and to stay consistent with your cardio. You don't have to be doing crazy amounts of cardio. In fact, besides walking Charlie, my dog, that's about the only cardio I get in every single day. I don't have to do crazy 45-minute runs or an hour worth of, fasted cardio in the morning to stay shredded. And you don't need to do that either as long as you eat correctly. If your macros are on point, you don't need to burn 500 or 600 extra calories every day to get shredded. If you're eating the correct amount, you will naturally lose weight on your own because at the end of the day, it's just calories in, calories out. If you're burning more calories than you're consuming, you will lose weight. Now, that's not saying that I believe every calorie is the same. There are very good calories that you want to get into your body and there are bad calories. Simply eating, 2,000 calories of junk versus eating 2,000 calories of whole healthy foods is going to be a big difference in what your physique looks like at the end of your diet. You want to eat healthy foods. You want to eat lean protein sources such as eggs, egg whites, fish, chicken, lean beef. Even a lean cut of pork is okay as well sometimes. Another thing you want to do is when you wake up in the morning, do you reach for juice or do you reach for a glass of water? Do you reach for a cup of coffee or do you reach for a glass of water? You always want to start your day off with having at least a 16-ounce glass of water. The other thing you want to avoid too is liquid sugar. Juices are loaded with sugar. It doesn't matter if it's orange juice, apple juice, and you get vitamin C. It is loaded with sugar. So you want to avoid those at all costs. Does that mean you can never have it? No, but you definitely want to mitigate how much you drink because drinking liquid sugar is one of the fastest ways to destroy your shred and put unnecessary pounds back on. Now, once you've actually started to lose weight and shred, getting the body fat off is actually much easier than keeping it off. So, that's the thing about these 90-day diets. You can get the body fat off after 90 days, but to keep it off for a whole 90 days beyond that is much, much, much harder because it takes discipline and consistency to keep you there. If you, again, go off diet or go back to your old styles of eating,
hope you're all happy now.
Boom, just like that, all that fat is going to come back and you're going to lose all the progress you worked so hard to get. So you want to definitely make the most sustainable, healthy diet that you can eat every single day and keep it delicious. What I like to eat personally is, and I'm gonna come out with a video of a full day of eating, and I'm gonna break it up into the 3 different meals or 4 different meals that I eat every day. So stay tuned for that. But just to gloss over it quickly, I love having half a cup of oats in the morning with 4 whole eggs and a little bit of cinnamon and maybe half a banana in my oats. I typically eat chicken and rice, whether that be chicken drumsticks, chicken thighs, or chicken breast, and rice. I eat every part of the chicken. I love it all. White meat, dark meat, doesn't matter. And that comes down to sustainability. I cannot eat chicken breast every single day, 365 days a year. I need to have the juicy chicken thighs and chicken drumsticks mixed in. I can make it sustainable for myself. And eating chicken thighs is not gonna make you blow up in weight the same way eating, a burger or other unhealthy, highly processed foods will. If the worst thing you're eating is chicken thighs and rice instead of chicken breast and rice, trust me, you are going to stay shredded. You will keep making progress in and out of the gym. So just a little note there. And then for dinner, I usually just have a good a lean protein source such as fish or chicken or beef. Sometimes I'll even eat eggs again, and a good carbohydrate. So that could be yams, rice, potatoes. Those are typically the 3 I eat every day. Sometimes I'll have pasta, but pasta is not always the best source because it's very easy to overeat with pasta. So another thing about the daily habits is, are you a social drinker? Do you enjoy having 2 or 3 beers every day, or a couple drinks, a Ryan Coke every single day, or even 1 to 2 times a week if you binge drink especially? That is going to destroy your progress. I can tell you that right now. One of the best things I did for my body was to cut alcohol completely out for a few years. I went from drinking maybe 4 or 5 times a week, casual drinks, a beer here or there, to almost having like a beer a month, maybe. And I can tell you, I've never felt better, and my body and my muscle gain has never been more drastic than when I started doing that. So if you are a social drinker, I couldn't recommend cutting back, just for health-wise and just for the unnecessary calories you're consuming when you're having a couple beers every single day, or if you're binge drinking heavily 1 to 2 times a week. You will be astounded at the progress you can make in maintaining a healthy lifestyle and getting shredded by cutting out alcohol. So obviously we're all going to be starting out at different points, and where you're starting out at makes a big difference in whether or not, or in how long it'll take you to get shredded. Some disadvantages are being older. So maybe if you're 35, 45, 50 years old, it's going to be much harder to actually get shredded and keep the weight off because of the ingrained habits over the last 30 or like your whole lifetime. Potentially you've been eating bad for 30 years. It's going to be hard to reverse those habits around. Imagine a cruise ship.
It's gonna hit!
Going down flowing in the middle of the ocean. It can't just do a quick 180. It's a very slow turn, a big wide turn to reverse those habits. Imagine that is how your body is with these bad habits that you've been ingraining in yourself for the last potentially 3-4 decades. So you have to understand that this is a process, and it's a long process, especially if you're doing it naturally. Now, if you involve PEDs, you could definitely get there much quicker, but if you're going for, a healthy lifestyle, I can't imagine a healthy lifestyle where PEDs are involved. So that's my thoughts on the habit/nutrition side of things. Now, how do we train if we're going to be getting shredded? And the truth is, your training style does not really change at all. Believe it or not, you still must lift as heavy as possible every single workout. Keep the intensity as high as possible every single workout. And be consistent with your training. Still go 5-6 times a week. It doesn't make sense to do, the Michael Scott 5 pounds, I'm going for the tone. Like, that's not true. You want to maintain lifting heavy because that'll actually help retain muscle mass while you cut or while you shred down. Now, does that mean you never go light? No, it doesn't. It means you still go as heavy as you can. Also include a lot of hypertrophy work too. You're not going for 2 or 3 reps the whole workout. Maybe you'll start off with a heavy bench press, for example, and then as the workout continues on, you get more into the hypertrophy ranges, 8 to 12 reps, 8 to 12 hard reps, not just, easy 8 to 12 reps, 8 to 12 very hard reps. You should be going almost till failure, especially if you're an intermediate or experienced lifter. You must be going to failure. Maybe if you're new to the gym or a little bit more inexperienced, you want to go about 90% till failure. So you kind of have to listen to your body and see how it feels, and that just comes with experience and going to the gym consistently over a long period of time. And that's the other important thing. The more muscle you actually add to your frame, the easier it will be to lose weight. The more muscle you have on your frame, the more calories it takes to maintain your muscle, the more fat you will be burning. So you could burn more calories even if you're just sitting there, simply because of the fact that you have more muscle on your body, which is really awesome. And that's why you also want to lift heavy, so you can keep growing and maintaining the muscle mass you have while you shred down. And that is possible, believe it or not. I've had lots of clients who have been losing 15, 20, 30 pounds while their strength skyrockets, and they actually grow and look bigger while they're losing weight. It's a little bit of a mind fuck or a conundrum. That's what it sounds like, but it is possible, and I've seen it happen firsthand. Now, with all that being said, there are going to be sacrifices involved. This is a lifestyle. If you want to maintain 8 to 10% body fat all year round, it is a lifestyle and it is not easy. But I can tell you it is definitely very rewarding. You look great, you feel awesome. To be honest, the sacrifices aren't even that bad. Not eating, I've never really been a big sweets guy, so not having sweets isn't that hard. Fortunately, my parents have always, and my grandparents have always emphasized being healthy, eating healthy, and living an active lifestyle. So for me, I've been active since I can remember. I played soccer for 12 years, since I was like 8 years old, and I did taekwondo, snowboarding, skateboarding, I did a bunch of sports. Soccer was my main one, and I always ate well throughout those years anyway. These habits might be a little bit easier for me because I've been doing them since I was a child, but it is definitely not impossible for you to change your habits and your lifestyles around if you're willing to make the sacrifices. I hope that helped understand what it takes to get shredded. I'm going to be coming out with lots of more great content. If you got any value out of this video at all, please hit that subscribe button. It genuinely puts a smile on my face to see my channel grow and to see you guys enjoying my content. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notifications too so you don't miss a video, and I will see you guys shortly. And welcome to the HD Army. Let's keep it growing, baby.